They said it was coming, and they were not wrong.
Today is the day.
See how deep that is.
I think 20 inches sounds like a possibility.
This is get to know each other day.
Any hunting and stuff like this?
If we get more visibility, we may, but no, not right now. Just shoveling. And if you want to show me how to use that camera, you can do some shoveling too. No? We drove this last night.
Yeah.
34 inches right here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't even see the tracks.
Yeah, we drove all the way out last night just to try to knock the trail in. And
Well, we're in somewhere in Montana, on top of a mountain that was dark and snowy when we came in here last night. And here for opening day of the elk hunt. Super excited to be here. Last night when we got here, it was snowing, and we'd heard a rancher down below say that there was 2 feet of snow forecast for the night, and I thought, there's no way, it's not going to snow 2 feet. It was just coming down a little whisper, and I hadn't heard anything about that kind of a forecast. And sure enough, it snowed 2 feet, and it's still coming down. I mean, there's 3 out there right now.
Mark, what do the elk do when it snows like this?
get the hell out of here. They'll head closer to food. They're here trying to put their weight back on after the rut. When this happens to them, they just keep moving and get out of here, get closer to food. You know, they'll lose up to 120, sometimes 150 pounds during the rut. That's what we're looking for, is that big ass bull that's holding up in some timber and just feeding and sleeping and feeding and sleeping.
Yeah.
When it does this, they don't have the feed. They got to spend too much energy to find the food, so they drop to lower elevations.
Glenn, who are you and what do you do?
I hate that question. My name's Glen Eberle. I own a company called Eberlestock. It specializes in performance-oriented outdoor gear for the shooting sports and the outdoorsman's market, as well as tactical and military gear for the special forces teams and like customers on the military and police side. Was a military pilot for a period of time, and then an airline pilot after that, and in the middle of all that, had this gear company that was building in my head, and somewhere along the way decided it was time to turn that into the vision that I had, and that's what I've been working on for the last 20 years. I learned of the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation when I was early in the business, and I think I got their attention because Eberlestock was such a strange and unique company when we first broke into the market. And I always realized that we were really compatible. You know, the Elk Foundation has a great mission. It's been wonderful to watch them develop scope and membership and, you know, take elk back east where they weren't 15 years ago. At the same time, their membership is our prime customer. You know, we make packs that are great for elk hunting and for hauling them out of the forest on your back. And I know that Eberlestock is a first-tier company and has a lot more potential than we've ever developed. And so I'm just really honored now to be at the helm of the ship when we have a really good team that's running the ship. And I think as that develops and grows, you know, the company is going to definitely move to its own legitimate place, and it's definitely designed to outlast me, and really to mean more than me. It's about the people that are there and the products that we make, and we have a lot more coming. That's pretty cool. So I'm excited about it, more so than I have been in 20 years.
I mean, it's single digits out, so everything's cold. It's definitely not the most ideal.
It's going to be a long day of cutting trail. It's a solid 3 feet. It's elk hunting. You never know if you're going to find something. I have faith in the guides. They know the country, but there's so much snow, and we have no idea where there will be elk and what they're going to be doing. They're likely to be down low going for the farm fields, but there's this much snow down there too, so they could just be anchored where they were and waiting it out.
This is it, right here.
Okay.
You got a little pep talk for us, Crazy?
No.
Nothing? Nothing like keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars, or positive thoughts bring positive reaction?
I mean, they're not like that polished.
Oh.
I'd say, like, you know, just keep hiking around this bend. I think we're gonna see a bull just pop out. One of you two or something. Shoot it?
Should work on that.
I need to work.
I don't know how long we've been hiking, a couple hours.
Yeah. It's 10:50.
And we're not even a fraction of how far I'd like to go.
Yeah.
But realistically, getting out to the basin today ain't gonna happen. Well, as this starts to settle out, they'll dig for that feed.
Yeah.
If they're back here, as opposed to, you know, if we can find where some bulls that were in here pre-storm and are still in here, I don't think they're gonna move far. Right down in the bottom, right, we walked through is where we cut the bull tracks the other day. I'm not really looking for the herd. I'm looking for one big giant bull that's been in here for 5 or 6 days.
2 would be better.
One at a time. I'd be stoked to see one. I mean, you got to think the hunting gods are going to shine upon us for doing what we've already done.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, doing what you've already done. I mean, you're the one breaking trail.
Well, you guys are following.
It's a lot easier to follow, though.
Well, I figured at this switch back up here, that's where you take over. I hear all this. That you love to hike and stuff. I ain't seen it.
Not in this.
This is fun, right? Right? It is fun, right?
You know, interesting, cool country. We're the only people up here. We're the only animals up here, unfortunately, too. There's no elk. Yeah, they're here somewhere.
What's right underneath us?
Just an old trail. Yesterday morning sometime, probably. It looks like I'm getting out of here trail, not just looking for food trail.
Are we going the same way out?
No, I thought we'd just keep breaking trail.
Yeah, it's either ton of tracks right there.
Yeah, that's where they were this morning or yesterday. So yeah, interesting to know where they went. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're not in this area someplace. Yeah.
There's a bull. Hold on. We got another one. Yeah, I spotted that thing with my bare eye. I mean, it was close, so this totally changes the mood around here. People are getting amped. It's gonna be a good day.
Yesterday there was a big herd of elk on this ridge over to our left, and we've been curious if this one bull we saw was part of that herd or not. And I've just located the herd moving out of here down low, down in this timber in the bottom. You know, that bull was a solo bull, or hopefully with some other ones, and hopefully he's going to come to a place where we can get at him. And now we know where the big herd is, and they're not really a factor, which is probably good. We didn't see a good bull in there yesterday.
Spotted 2 bulls over here right where we were glassing earlier, and they're just feeding. One looks like a shooter.
Just bedded, so he may come back down. The boundary line kind of on the cap of that mountain. I mean, he's a big 5, big whale-tailed 5, and a broken 6, but he's not super young.
So he's got character.
Yeah. Like you said, any bull is a good bull. I mean, if he drops onto us, he's in trouble.
It's nice, man. The wind stopped blowing. It's a beautiful day, and spent quite a lot of time watching this really cool old 5x5. But he's a big mature bull, and he's been off of our unit, but he just has been moving over toward it, and I'm hoping that I can follow him far enough for him to know where he goes for the day. Nice sunny day. Couldn't get much better than this.
We just got up to our spot here. We were yesterday morning. We spotted some elk early yesterday, so I'm thinking once we put glass on this hillside over here, we'll start to pick up an elk and hopefully make a play on one.
My trusty photographer spotted the big 5-point we saw yesterday in a similar place to where it was yesterday, and so we kind of know his pattern. This is a big cool bull. We want to try to get him, so we're going to run across and see if we can get him.
My thought is to come up above this rock wall, and if we have to hop on the road and shoot across.
Okay.
I'm thinking this is just thermals warming up.
closer we get to that ridge,
Yeah,
we should get a southwest flow. Just watch the gaps as we go, because he's right if he's still there. Well, he's good at living up here. I gotta be careful. He's in a good spot. Well, we're about 100 yards from where that boat bed, so we can't quite tell if he's still there or not. We're in a good place if he is. Except for we can't see him. If he's not there, then you'll cut his tracks coming this way. But I don't think we need 5 of us doing it. No, yeah. You guys go. All right. So you and me will go, Sam. Well, you go. 3 amigos, let's go. He's a big old bull. And that is that. Got him. Awesome. Got an elk. You made it happen?
Yeah, that's awesome. I think this is an old bull from the side of his tracks. He's a pretty big.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Good job.
Was he standing up or bedded
No,
down?
he's still better. I saw this bed over here and I was like, ah, he's gone. You know, I was like, that's his bed. So that was a tough screen, man. He was in a tough place. I mean, up in there, I got a hole. I was like, oh, there he is. And so got Casey's pack and threw it down and shot off his pack. Nice. And, you know, his land, it was kind of a, from the right side going back forward through, cross body. But I think a good shot. Now we got some work to do. That's cool. I mean,
Good job, man. It was awesome,
Nice
brother.
return.
Good work.
Good job.
Lucas and I are gonna go hunting.
Nice. It's a good bull. It's cool. Well, I love it, man. We saw this guy. We came and found him. That was a brilliant morning's effort.
Well done, my friend.
Yeah, buddy.
Good job.
Woo! Ah! That was awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's been a great week, but appropriately so. It was fulfilled. Started tough, tougher than you can imagine, really. I mean, I've never been in an elk hunt where you had to wade through waist deep snow to try to get places, and then we also didn't know what the elk were going to do. So I was just talking to our guide Mark about it, and you know, just interesting that
we were faced with a situation where the elk behaved differently, and we had really difficult challenges to face as far as just getting around access. The first day we couldn't even move during the blizzard, and then the second day there was so much so we couldn't do much. So the fact that we successfully harvested a bull in the midst of that was, you know, a tribute to a lot of hard work. We worked really hard for it. It was a clean kill, as it should be, and a great hunt. We really earned it. This was a great place and a great crew. We made some new good friends, and that's probably the best part about a good elk hunt, is just the little community that we are part of, and always wonderful to discover new people. Just a wonderful week.